Happy birthday to me. Last hour, thought I'd do a stream. Had an okay day. Friend of mine came over, hadn't seen her in a while. We played some games. That was nice. Couldn't play that many because I had to watch all the kids today, and whew, it was loud. It's loud. Lots of fights, lots of messes. Oh wow, till about 4 o'clock. I don't know why they. This is the Wi-Fi, and this is like the worst spot for Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is literally right behind me. Yeah, this is the worst spot, or maybe it's Streamyard. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi, but either way, oh man. So and then we took them out to Sonic because I can't go anywhere nice with 4 kids. But they played, and then goodness gracious, I did a lot of work, trimmed the hedges. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Yay, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday from the Philippines. That's right. Thank you, Turner. But anyway, um, trimmed the hedges, which was nice. Clipped some tree limbs. Did work for my birthday. Um, and then took them to Sonic, and that was it. So got birthday uh, gifts. Oh, I forgot to bring Adams up here. I got the hardback of Wild Space, really good. Want something I've been wanting in my collection. So Adam from Red Five Reviews sent that to me. Michael sent me 2 boxes of zeros. I love them, and Snickers because awesome. Love it too. Love it too. Um, so it really was an awesome birthday, and I finally got a present. I got the missus gave me $30 Amazon card. So that was the first time in 8 years, 9 years, I've gotten a present. So that was nice. Even though it was just a gift card, that's something. So broke records. One more year, it'd have been exactly 10 years since I'd gotten my last present. And then my mom came over with a box of Twinkies, like she always does, in crazy socks. It was Twinkie socks. So they matched. So a lot of fun. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. And thank you for the candy bars. And the way he did it is super smart. He got the local Walmart to ship them over, I guess. That's great. That was great. And I guess he had it traced because he knew when they dropped it off. That was awesome. That was awesome. I loved it. Super smart. Yes, birthday. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It is the happiest of birthdays. Am I 51? No. I still got a few more years before I hit that mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, happy birthday to me. So anyway, it was all right. Like I said, it the I was 2 games short of the goal I wanted to play, and that's just it. It wasn't anyone's fault. It was just a lot with all the kids there and feeding and taking bathroom breaks. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful they went to the bathroom. That is what I'm thankful for. So don't mind that. But then messes, and then they got markers. I thought we outlaw markers, markers, gum. What else is outlawed? Um, Play-Doh, gooey, sticky Play-Doh, putty, slime. That kind of stuff is outlawed, but markers especially. And somehow they found more. I didn't even know there were markers in the house because I throw them all away. But they found markers, and of course, drew all over themselves. So no cake. We don't have any cake. They don't get me a cake. Get out of here. I don't get cakes. I'd like a cake. Ooh, what type of cake do I like? I like, oh, of course, a good chocolate cake goes well. Angel food is really good. Boston cream pie. I don't know if that's a cake, but I think my mom calls it a Wardolph or whatever. It's like angel food, but with a light, it's almost like a whipped cream icing and sliced almond. Really, great grandmother used to make an apple. That was really good back in the day. Her because the apple kind of the cake would kind of soak up the more sweet. Um, Mississippi mud pie. That would be the chocolate cake I'd like. Haven't had that in years either. Cream puffs, I love. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. My mom makes something called a zebra cake. Well, she used to, but they don't sell the chocolate Nabisco wafers anymore. Used to stack them up between whipped cream and then let the wafers turn into like a cake-like substance. Serve it cold, ice cold. So good. So good. The other ones didn't melt. They were just a little mushy. I knew when I picked up the first one, it mushed a little bit. I was like, oh, so the box was still good. And I shoved it in the freezer. And they were all just a little flat, but they were perfect. They were perfect last year. Perfect last year. I just like, what's that box that got delivered there? But thank you so much. That is honestly, I can say present wise has been the best one in like 9 years. Maybe longer, perhaps longer. It's been the best one I've had since a while. Okay. Last year's was great because I wasn't expecting the package. You and mom were the only ones that brought me one. And then Adam brought me the book too that I was really looking for. I was like, whoa. So it was really nice. And here's the thing. Now that I have $30 on Amazon and I have I can't remember, I have a $15, $10 thing at work. There's something you can do at work where they'll give you points to get Amazon cards. I think about $10 there. But then I was thinking, okay, well, what do I want? And I looked and there's not a game. Have you played the White Castle? I thought about getting that game, but then looking at it, I was like, maybe I'll pass. I don't know, but I got these points now. Maybe I can get new shoes. I kind of need new shoes. My new dress shoes too. One of my dress shoes is like, one is in pristine condition. The other one looks worn. Like, I don't know if I stepped in water or what, or something spilled on it and ate it up. But one looks like it's like the pleather, fake leather, is cracking and breaking off, and the other one's perfect. It's like in great condition. I don't know what the difference was between the two of them, what I did. But so I need dress shoes, but my sneakers are getting a little old. And I do have an extra pair, but I'm using that. That's the other pair I have. I got last or 2 Christmases ago, and they've been my my mowing shoes, and they're still good. They're actually in better condition than the other ones, but I wear these more often than the mowing shoes. The mowing shoes get worn once a week, right? And only for a few hours while I'm mowing. So I don't want to switch to my mowing shoes. So maybe get shoes. I don't know. Yeah, crayons too. Broken crayons, especially. Crayons I'll put away. But yeah, a lot of the crayons there's I know where there's a box or two because the girls like to color, but anything left out, thrown away automatically, and they know that. Yeah, but I haven't had ice cream cake in forever. Yeah, me too. Because I looked at it, I was like, man, I don't know about this. I don't know. And I was gonna get it, but I thought, I just don't know. I need to play that one. But like, it kind of looks like, I mean, obviously Yokohama, the artwork and everything. And Yokohama is just a great game. And I love that game. And it's not the look that gets me. It's just the gameplay. I'm like, I'm just up in the air. Hey, Tim, I will. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. So, More Civilized Age is next week. Special guest, Isaac from iTalk Studios. And Ryan hates my intro, so I'm doing another one. I just finished it. That's what I did for my birthday. I edited. I didn't have anything to do. It's funny that what's this? I don't know about this White Castle game. Do you grill square burgers in that? Yeah. I love that. That's hilarious. Labyrinth of Evil, good one. Love the, but yes, I agree. Very underrated. Not right now. I got the Queen Games one is coming in this year. Marrakesh expansion. I just bought it. I didn't even look at it because I love Marrakesh. And the first expansion was pretty good, except for the racing camels, not as good. I'm not that big a fan of the camels because it's called Camels and Nomads. Nomads are great and the extra special abilities and stuff. and the extra special things that come with it. But this time I'm getting the little queenies and the gems and dealers, or whatever it's called, gems and merchants or whatever. I love Marrakesh, so I'll get that one. And then I believe DC United comes out this year. So DC United I'm getting, I think. And then that's it. Someone supposedly, I think Cranium Games bought Elf Creek Games, and I think it's Cranium. Who makes Genotype? What was it called? Genotype board. Genotype. Let's see. Genius Games. Yeah, Genius Games, I believe, bought well, that may not be official. Never mind. I don't think it's official yet. Genius Games bought Elf Creek Games, and they're going to come out with the deluxe edition of Santa's Workshop, which I just bought the deluxe upgrade. And they do have the rights to Merchants of the Dark Road, but supposedly even though they said the templates were done, they said the templates were not submitted. So that wasn't even printed. So I don't know if we'll get Merchants of the Dark Road. And that's really the reason I backed it. Getting the deluxe bits for Santa's Workshop was great, but I wanted to get that expansion for Merchants of the Dark Road. So I don't know if they're going to go forward with that or not. They're not required to. I hope they do. But that one's kind of flush. So those are the only two I got right now. And right now, nothing else. Like, I can't even think of a game. I have some games that are okay on my list, but nothing like high on the list. AC Crispin that's a great trilogy. It's a great trilogy. You're going to love it. Yep. Usually comes out first Thursday, and it's going to move up an hour. Meg is not doing theater. She was doing theater, which is why we had to start at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 Eastern. So we're moving it up an hour because now she's done with theater. Meg has been the reason her channel's been dead for a year is she started doing theater, and she's just I'm not making this up. She's in demand. There's like 3 theaters she's jumping around doing shows for. And she loves it, and she's good at it, and she designs her own costumes. So she's really talented. So that's what she's been doing. She said she has time to read, just doesn't have time to put together a quality video like she does. So, and I think Geeks Addict is going to come full time back, which I'm really happy about. And of course, Ryan. And then maybe I'll get, I don't know. Chris Nelson doesn't come out that much, but I'll do an invite every couple of months. Not this month because I don't want to bother. I feel like I'm bothering them. Like, I even told Geeks at this, like every blue moon I'd send him one too, like every 3 months or whatever, I'd send him one. I was like, was that bothering? He said, no, I just couldn't make it. I was like, okay. Because I feel like when I send it and then no one responds, they're like, Matt, don't bother me with this. I don't want to do this. Yeah, that's right. That's not what they're saying. It's not what Chris is saying. And that's never what Matthew said. But when it doesn't get responded to, I'm like, maybe I'm bothering him. That's just me. That's how I feel. But Chris is really busy. I'm super glad he got to jump on Brendan's stream a month or so ago. That was really cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's funny. That's funny. That's so funny. Obsession. Oh, yeah, it does. It's a good one. Howdy. Maglev Metro expansion. Okay. I've seen that one, but I don't know much about it. But right now, nothing's just grabbing me. Like that Monsters Menace America reprint from Restoration Games. I can't remember what it's called. Kong versus Godzilla or whatever. That looks really cool. And I may show it to Bruce because I think that's a Bruce game. But I don't know. Monster Menace America was fun, and I'm sure this one's better. But I don't know. It wasn't enough to tempt me. What I want from what I want from Restoration Games is I want that Fireball Island. I want to see what's the It's a Megavirus. I was looking in my closet. I want to see the reprint of Megavirus, which I hear is coming. They had to work. They were trying to get a piece for their for a Megavirus. What I heard from someone closely associated with Restoration Games is that they were looking for a piece to get. They're gonna keep the box. Like, it's not gonna have an app, Michael. They're gonna make it electronic, but there's a special chip they needed, and they had trouble getting the right chip, and now they have it. So now they're testing it, and now it's moving forward. But it was some chip that they could not get, or either the manufacturer, or it had to be something specialized, or something they're working on. Either way, they got it. So now that project's moving forward. I'll be very interested to see what a Megavirus could get me in, and definitely another Fireball Island expansion, because I heard there was one more. If they do one more, I'm in. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm in. Justin made a mistake on my stream a long time ago from Restoration Games when he came on years ago, and he messed up, and he started talking about the expansion ideas they had for Fireball Island. And later on, he said, I may have said too much on that stream. I said, do you want me to delete it? And he said, no, it's okay. I'll get in trouble. But he talked about a few of the expansions there. Like, one was, I can't remember, but it was so cool. Blue marbles swirling around a little pool, and it's sharks. So you're having to jump through this pool, like move your man through the pool, but all the while the sharks are circling around. If they come around and hit you on that square, I'm not really sure how that worked, but it was something else he showed me too. And I was like, what? I thought these were failed ideas. And then I remember someone texted me and said, I don't think you should be talking about this. I think that's, and then he said, you know what? I probably shouldn't be talking about that. I was like, yes, got it. But yeah, I'd love to see that. But again, everything got delayed. But so those would get me to back in. I don't know what else. I mean, another DC United, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. They got me hooked. Oh yeah. Thank you. Spartacus is great. Spartacus is so good. Yeah, that's the other thing, and maybe it's my fault. Stieg was watching Black. We were going to watch Black Sails. I finished it last month. He's going through that and some other show, so he said it's going to take him a while. I said, take your time, and I should check back with him. I still remember Black Sails. I want to do one. We're going to just do one stream about Black Sails, but I do want to do that stream with him. Thoughts on it? It's a good book. It's New Jedi Order. What do you think my thoughts are on it? New Jedi Order all the way. It's always good. Let's see. Meg is an actress. She is an actress. And good, too. She's good. She won't brag about that, but she's really good because the theaters call her to come in. Now, if you're a girl, if you're a guy, there's a shortage of guys in theater all the time, right? I mean, look at that for another role. I'm coming back as a vampire this Halloween again. It was the biggest selling dinner theater for the company ever. Sold out, oversold. So it was the biggest moneymaker they said they'd ever had. And I believe the sequel got approved. I wrote the sequel. I sent it to him a few weeks ago, surprised him and sent it to him. And they approved it for next season without reading it. And then I said, someone read it. Someone read it first. So they love it. So that one's going. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm bored. Since I don't have board game nights regularly anymore, I've got that extra free time to put to something else. And I for fun, I was just writing the script because I had the outline. And then it just came together piece by piece over, I don't know, a few weeks. And because I know the actresses, I knew the characters very well. And yeah, they loved it, thankfully. So I'll be going back. But see, and then I will be back on stage in the next fall because they are doing How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. If you don't know, Daniel Radcliffe did it. Matthew Broderick did it on Broadway. I think Daniel Radcliffe was the last one to do it. But it's great. It's about a young guy who basically smoozes his way to the top by reading this book, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. And I always said for decades, I've told the theater, if they ever do that, I'll audition for the lead. I don't audition. If I audition, I want ensemble. And I tell them that. I want ensemble. And, sometimes the missus will get me to go into a straight play and do this, but I don't want to be lead. I fought being the lead one time. I said, if you make me the lead, I will quit the show. That's what I told them. And they quit. I didn't quit the show, but I got to be supporting, which is fine. I don't want to be. I want to be ensemble if I can, or the tiniest role, like 9 to 5. That was funny. My wife was helping out. I think she choreographed. My wife choreographs and directs at the local theater, but she was choreographing right then. She brought me in because the director wanted me in. And I looked over the script. They said, pick any role. I didn't audition. I just got to pick a role that guys do. And so I picked the role with the least amount of scenes and least amount of lines. What I didn't read was he's the Dolly Parton's husband is who I picked. He has an opening duet with the lead. 9 to 5, singing 9 to 5. You got to do that. I didn't read that because that wasn't in the script. That was in the music sheets. And when they said, okay, we're going to work on you. And the girl who was Dolly Parton was a former Miss Louisiana. And she could sing. Like, good. I could sing, but not, get out of here. I do karaoke. So I was like, wait, we're doing what? They said, yeah. And then to preview, they have an award show. And to preview next season, they wanted she and I to sing 9 to 5. And I was like, what? I didn't know I was in the opening number. So Lene was really nice. The girl was really nice. And we sang it and it was good. And everyone thought, whoa, Matt's starring in the show. I was like, I'm not starring. That's like one of the few scenes I'm being. That's false advertisement there. But for How Succeed, I was set to star. And then the pandemic happened. And that was 5 years ago now. And everything went crashing down. And now they brought it back. And at first they were going to offer me the lead, but then they said, would you come and audition again? Yes. But I also want to put a caveat. There's a few young men now who are back around theater who could do the role. Back then it was wheat pickings. Everyone had just gotten through some other big show and they were kind of tired. They didn't want to do back to back. So I went up against, I think, weaker competition and won out. Plus I had I heard the director looked at my wife and went, I've asked him to be the lead in so many shows. And this is what he wants. And she goes, I got to make him the lead. I've always wanted to be the lead. So I kind of got in because she always wanted me to be the lead. But I told the director, who is now the missus, that I don't have to be the lead. In fact, I want to be the lead. I'll audition for the lead. But if she gave me ensemble, I would be very happy. I'd be very happy because now I got to be the lead. The show didn't happen. We did some run throughs as me as the lead, but we never got to perform in front of anyone. It was a day. It was just like that weekend. They cut us off. That was the week they said no more than 250. And so I was super upset by that. And I took down the stage all by myself. No one came to help. At Strike. Everyone was sheltering in place. And so I had to do it by myself. Took all day. I got there early that morning so I could get done early. I thought we could all get done early. No one showed up. I left at 10, 11 o'clock that night. Just spent the whole day taking a piece by piece, unscrewing it, undrilling it, taking it apart. Sad day. No one came by. No one even said anything. The announcement went up and not even the director showed up. So that's when I walked away from that theater. And so it's next spring. It's next spring. Next spring will be the first time in 5 years I have done a show there. So yeah, but that's guys. Guys are in short demand. Girls are in not short demand. There's a ton of girls. So that Meg gets called and that she gets to go to all these other shows, that's a big deal. So she's got to be very talented. I think she just does straight plays. I don't think she does musicals, but I'll make it a point to ask her in a more civilized age. Oh, well, happy early birthday. Your birthday's coming up in a few minutes, sir. I've invited Alex twice and Brennan 4 times. I got to bring someone else in. They've accepted and ghosted every single time. Brennan has the record 4 invites, 4 ghosts, 4 saying I want to do it and then not showing up. 4 invites. At that point, it's just insulting, right? I'm looking like the fool. Alex was only twice, I think. Definitely the last time he didn't do it. But I think there's twice for him. So they've been invited. If they turn down invites, so I got to move on. All right. Maybe later. But yeah, they've been invited several times. June, that's right. June 1st. Ahoy, Alan. Yeah, I did show off the full collection in one of my videos a long time ago. But you know what? I've gotten a lot since then. That is an excellent idea, because it has been a while since I've done it, and I've gotten more stuff in. Not too much more, but yeah. Let me get done with rewatch. And I'll do it. Or if I hit 9,000 subs, which won't happen, but I will finish rewatch. So let me do it later on this year. I'll do it. Good idea. Hello. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hooray to no app indeed. Hey, what's going on? Stop it. It won't let me. There. Baby. Something's going on with am I still on? What is going on here? Okay. Can't stand the idea of a game that needs an app. Never played one. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you. Heavy game tile placement. Okay. Oh my goodness, something's going on with my. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Can't wait to talk about it with Steve. Hello. Oh yeah, there he is. There's Brennan. Holds the record 4 times, no show. There he is. Brennan, did you hear? I'm going to be a vampire again. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see this. Thank you. I'm sorry. What? When did that pop up? I'm not paying attention. Now I need to stop running my mouth. I'll leave that up for a while. Thank you, JD. I'm just going to call you JD. Just some random dude. Let me see. I was looking for an old Star Wars. Still Breed. Looking for old Star Wars forums from back in the day. Why were so many people so negative on the EU? Times have certainly changed. Yes. And by the way, Still Breed, I was one of the negative people too, right? People hated Kevin J. Anderson. So I, who love Kevin J. Anderson, would revert back and hate on Karen Travis. And it used to be tons of arguments, which are now silly today. It's silly today, but back then there were some heated arguments. I got mad at Timothy Zahn and elitists. They only read Timothy Zahn, and that's all that mattered to them. I was like, then you guys, I mean, I was saying all the stupid stuff back in the day, like, well, then you're not a true EU fan, is what I tell them. You need to accept the EU as a whole and love it all. And, a lot of people were loving Karen Travis's work. And I was like, I think that's garbage. And I rubbed it in more because I was mad because everyone was talking about my Kevin J. Anderson bad. But it is weird how petty everyone was back then. Thank you, Soul Assassin. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you, Die Ghostfish. Thank you for the happy birthday. Darth Tamaris says he'd love to be on a more civilized age. Oh, okay. I don't. Maybe we can do one where we can have. There's a lot of people I'd like to have on. And maybe we can do something where we send the link out and just have people come on and ask their questions, or just say hi to the chat. You just say hi to the group. That would be nice. That would be nice. Give me some time though, because I've got this one, the next one. I've definitely got July's and August's set up and ready to go, and they've already been booked with guests. And then September, October, I've already got September's topics and October's. I think I'm good for 4 months. So November and December. Oh man, I think I got those too. Either way though, that would be fun. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I like the Wi-Fi is literally right next to me, and I don't have a problem with Wi-Fi here. So, is it StreamYard? Can't be, but maybe so. I always blame my Wi-Fi, but my Wi-Fi is usually pretty good. What do I think? Here, I'll start this one. What do I think of the new cast of Harry Potter? I like that they're doing a TV show. I'm just worried they're going to change it. They're not going to stay true to the books. And it's going to be garbage. And why am I so negative? Because look what they've done with every other book series, including a book series. I'll talk about one that no one talks about. I think what's it called? Oh my goodness, Wheel of Time is a travesty. It's an outright travesty. It's just an insult to the series, insult to Robert Jordan. Never watch Rings of Power. Get out of here. And it's funny because in Tolkien fan Rings of Power is mocked. It is mocked heavily. Lord of the Rings fans, like the book fans and everything, oh man, they rip on that. Like Tolkien experts, people who worked with Christopher Tolkien, openly mock Rings of Power. I mean, bad. So all the experts openly admit what a terrible, flawed show that is. And I think that is hilarious. It's mocked so much online. But the deep Lord of the Rings fans, like myself, absolutely hate it. And I was kind of shocked that a lot of them are so. They're just like me on the movie. Like, this is kind of refreshing. Like, I'm talking to professors, like at colleges, who said, I worked for Christopher Tolkien for years, and I can tell you one thing. He did not like his father's treatment, this and that, and this and that. I was like, really? And I bought one guy's book last year after I heard an interview. They said, are you excited about the Rings of Power? He went, no. And I said, why not? He went, I think for the betterment of everything, we should just move on to the next question. This is what he said. I laughed so hard. I said, that guy's getting a book. That guy, I'm buying his book. So I'm afraid they're going to screw up Harry Potter. We'll see. I've always said a TV show should be right. It could add all the stuff that they skipped over in the movies. I'm not mad at the movies. They had to cut it for time. But there's a lot of great stuff they cut out. That a TV show would be great. And if you did it yearly, the kids would grow with the TV show. But I don't know. Oh, thank you. Yes, they would because Timothy Zahn admitted them into his thing, but not everyone. Not everyone. A lot of them just would read Zahn back in the day, the old forums. Yeah, scripts. Yeah, I used to do dinner theater scripts, Tyler. That's how I paid for all my role-playing games. I got paid a good bit because I had with the old dinner theater, we had an agreement. I wrote one show a year. And then right as before they closed, the lady we were working on, we made a contract where I was going to write the whole season. And I got 3 of the 4 out. I had to have them done by that summer, and I already got a head start. And I had 1 written for next season, and then I wrote 2 more. And then I was about to write. Well, I was writing the 4th one, and that's when she called me. And I thought, oh dang, I'll just show her 3 and tell her I'll get the 4th one out because I had all summer. And she goes, "Hey, we're closing." And I was like, "What?" And she was crying. She was upset. She said, "I'm sorry, I'm just getting too old." And I was like, oh, "Okay." She went, "I know I promised you, and I'm sorry. I'm sure you've worked on one script." You said, because I told her I had one written, and I was like, "Oh, it's okay." She said, "I just didn't want you to do all that work for nothing." So I stopped, and I have 3 scripts. One was this vampire script that finally got done. Yeah. Yeah, it was done right before I found out that I was going to get presents. First time in 9 years, Sam. Broke the record there. Yep. Oh, awesome, Alan. What old movie you're watching? Yeah, yeah. I don't think that guy would come on. I don't think that guy would come on. I still need to get back. Scoundrels Cantina, I promised him back. It's hard working with we've had him on twice. Eckert's Ladder. And he's just busy. He's just busy. He wants to come on, he's just busy. I haven't asked him this year, but we did ask last year twice, and he couldn't. He's been on. He came on once for Heart of the Jedi, and then something else, and I can't remember what else we had him on. But it was back to back, and last year we just couldn't get him on, and this year I need to ask. Sure. I don't think so either. It's a horrible. I didn't even try it. That doesn't matter. I just feel like if it's like the other ones, they're going to say, you know what? We can write better than J.K. Rowling, and let's change the story up. And if they do that, it's garbage, in my opinion. Oh, were you there? Oh, wow. Yeah. Man, I was so mad at game 1 of that series. We got a bye week this weekend. We're playing the Rockies. It's like a bye week. It's like honestly, it's like Team Charlie Brown playing, when you play the Rockies, just put Charlie Brown on the mound. Charlie Brown in a Rockies outfit. That sums up. That sums up the entire Rockies. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here's the deal. No. But that's not the thing that's going to turn me off. The thing that's going to turn me off is I just have a feeling they're going to stray from the books. They're going to stray from, and you can say that strays from the books. You're correct. But I just have a bad feeling. And I'm not going to watch it until I hear really good, because Harry Potter fans are really, we'll see how happy they'll be, but I don't know. Will be a disaster? Could be. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, sweet. That's nice. Where's my here, my son was in a here's me and hold on. Me and my son were watching the Mets game today. That was our outfits. We wore matching outfits. It was let's go Mets after a win. There we go. Look at that goofball smile. He needs a haircut. He's getting a haircut either next month or August for sure. Oh, I didn't catch up on the. Oh no, there's more. Hold on. Yeah. I've watched his hockey content. Yeah. Through the playoffs, I've been watching his stuff. Yeah. Oh, he's really passionate about hockey, and he's kind of happy that he's getting known for hockey. But yeah, big hockey guy. Yeah. Yeah, and he does it for the love of it. Did you see that video he did where he was talking about, this channel doesn't grow that much, it doesn't get as much hits, but that's not matters because I do love talking about the EU, and I'm still going to be doing the same video. And I like that. He's doing it for the love. He's a really good guy. Josh is a really good guy. Is it Josh or Justin? It's been a while. He's Josh. But he's a really good guy. Really nice guy. You're so good at putting those things together, man. Just tonight for 1 hour I spent to slap together something new for a more civilized age. Ryan's going to hate it. He's going to hate it. He's going to rain all over it. But yeah, you got some good ones. You've got way more talent than I do. Dark Hermione. RK Round's executive producing, so she's really involved. Okay, well, if so, good. Good. But remember, they always like to tweak and change things. I didn't know that. So I'm not keeping up with all the news as much. Whoop. Alien Earth. No. I don't know. If Bruce wants me to watch it so we can talk about Prince of the Universe, yes. I'm watching Dark Side of the Ring, the new season. It's fantastic. Wes is coming back on the podcast. He'll be back on next week. No, there's one more Heath episode, and then next week. So Wes is coming back. We've got a few topics he wants to talk about, and we're going to start tearing through Dark Side of the Ring, which, again, great series. Thank you. I think so. Yeah. No, he does quality work. Yeah. He does. Eckhart Slatter is really good. I'm not into Lego Star Wars. Though when I was at DragonCon, I spoke on a panel like decades ago in 2014, I think. Or wait, when was it? I can't remember. I don't know. The EU was canceled. And but I got to speak. And at a collector, because I offered to do a forum, and they combined me with a collector's forum, and I collected the EU. One person showed up from my channel. My channel had no viewers. It must have been 2014 or something. My channel had very few viewers. Well, maybe it was getting steam. And someone came to DragonCon just to meet me and get my autograph. That was a lot of fun. But it was funny because the EU guru, the Star Wars guru, excuse me, he knew everything about Star Wars. He was a Star Wars prodigy. And he didn't know something, and I answered it. And he said, what? I said, he goes, because I can't remember if Wicked the Ewok even was with anyone. I said, Nisha, his girlfriend, the white Ewok with the pink headdress. He went, what was that on? I said, Ewok's the cartoon. He went, but he supposedly has read everything. And so I went up to him and was like, so you've read all the books, all the comic books, all the short stories. And I was about to say, me too. And he went, oh, no, I haven't done all that. Who has time for that? This guru. I was insulted as an EU fan. But those guys did ask me back. I did get asked to do the same presentation at Celebrations. They asked us to come and do a panel at Celebrations. And I said, I got nothing to celebrate there. I did. I said that. So I thanked the guys and turned them down. But the Lego Star Wars guys, there were 2 Lego Star Wars guys, and another guy collected the toys maybe. But the Lego Star Wars guys got 95% of the questions. I got maybe 1 or 2 questions. And the toy guy got a few questions, and the Lego people got the majority by far. Because Lego Star Wars was huge with that panel. Really? Well, we'll see. The Dark Side of the Ring is excellent. The thing is, with the videos, with the video games, I think I'm going to get Brian Borg. I think he's my connection to watch like a maybe playthroughs with the vignettes, video vignettes in it. even Old Republic, which that will take hours and hours and hours, Matt. Yes, I know, but that will be after my RPG. I don't want to watch anything. I'm doing rewatch right now, and I think I'm done watching stuff. I want to go back to reading stuff. So I'm going to go into RPGs this in September. By the end of September, I should be done with rewatch. I'll be done with rewatch because we're on Ewoks still. No, we're on droids, then Ewoks. Ewoks will take a little bit of the summer. And then in September, there's the Ewok movies and the holiday special, and that's it. And then I'm jumping right into the RPGs. And then I will start reviewing, just looking through the playthrough, I guess, and video vignettes of these games. I'll do that. Sure. They were highly impactful in the expanded universe. But that is my weakest knowledge. That is the one I'm weakest about. So you will see me watching some of this for the first time ever. Well, you do know Legends Con meetup is September. What is it? I got to look it up. This is a good time for me to tell you about Legends Con. Legends Con is, let me pull it up here. Dang. So third week in September, Dallas, Texas. Anyone who had a plane voucher can go. Use that voucher. Jump right in. Let's see here. Where is it? Well, I don't know. Where's that post I made? Oh, there it is. Dirt's right here. Yeah. September 19th through the 20th, we're going to be at the Spark Hotel, Spark by Hilton Hotel, and Richardson, which is right in the city of Dallas. It's one of the little suburban areas. But it's a good deal. We have reserved 15 rooms because we think we're going to get 15, maybe 20. Right now, I'd say we have about 10, 11 going. I don't know. There could be more. But if we get more than those rooms, we're also going to have a little conference area where we're going to meet up in the mornings. We're going to do some Q&A, have some fun, maybe do some quizzes. I don't know, but the mornings will be like that. On Friday afternoon, Geek Static will be leading, and Adam from Red 5 Reviews will be leading us on a half-price books search as we go across and try to find some used books and maybe some books that we would love, maybe Star Wars, maybe other stuff. And then that evening will be a Star Wars themed night, game night. Brian Borg will be putting together an RPG. If someone else comes, he'll be doing Star Wars, the card game that I can't remember. I'll be bringing a Sabacc deck. We'll be playing Sabacc. I will probably bring Queen's Gambit. Have Star Wars game night. And then on Saturday, we're doing a little bit in the morning, a little bit of, presentation, stuff like that. And then we're doing a Twin Suns donation drive. And if we have more than 25 people, because 501st is already in, we're going to do the donation drive they were originally going to do for Legends Con. The 501st is in, the hospital's in, so everything's good to go. However, we are limited to 25 people. So if there's a lot of people that show up, I don't expect to be a lot of people at this Legends Con meetup, but if there is, what plan B is I'm going to let as many people go with Twin Suns as they want to, and I will do one because Twin Suns can't take used beat up books. They can't go to hospitals for safety reasons, sanitation reasons, whatnot. So any of those used books will probably go to one of those little lending libraries in the park or whatever they have, and probably throw a few here and there. We'll do our own little thing if we have to split up. But anyone who wants to go with Twin Suns, I definitely would say do it. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be the highlight of the whole trip. And then that night we're going to eat, of course. We're going to find there's a nice little restaurants around town that we can eat at that's within walking distance of the hotel or easy driving distance. And we're going to have a lot of people. We're going to have some cars so people can carpool. And then do another game night, maybe finish off the role-playing game or play some more stuff or, just have fun. And then Sunday, not much. Everyone's probably going to leave. Brian's leaving Monday, I believe. I'll be there Sunday, but Ryan Kennel and I Ryan's going to be there too. I don't know if Meg doesn't know yet. It depends on her schedule. But Ryan's going to be there. Geeks Hack. So most of the more. Oh, look at that. What happened? It went dead there. Okay. Anyway, there it is. Most of the more civilized age people will be there. And Ryan and I are going to a ball game at 1:45. We're going to go see the Rangers and the Marlins. That's unofficial, but anyone's welcome to go. But we're going to go out there, and I've never seen the new ballpark since it got created years ago. And that was the first thing Ryan and I thought about, was going to a game. So I know Geeks Addicts is going to be there. I know Brian Borg's going to go with me. A few people are going already. If Scott Johnson comes, I think he said he's going to join us and cheer for his fish. But that's unofficial. People may be leaving, but if you're staying, you can go to the ball game with us. But nothing that much planned. Nothing that much planned. And then what is it? That's it. That because after the ball game, I will probably be going. I'll probably be leaving. Now, I don't know. Maybe a few people will be leaving Monday. Brian Borg will be around. I don't know how long we'll have the conference room. If we have it Sunday night, I'm sure people will be playing. I will probably not be there Sunday night. I'll probably be driving back. But either way, Legends Con. Check that out on my post there. All the information. The link to the hotels there. I have no idea how they're going to. I said, how can someone identify as they're part of this Legends Con meetup? They said, well, when they check out. Well, dude, how do you know? You made us reserve 15 rooms. So I don't know. But anyway, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Check it out. Maybe some more surprises down the road. I don't know. I see it's doing it again. All right, I've got. Yeah, it's a big collection, man. Those Legos ones, it's huge. Yeah, I was saying it long before episode 7 came out. I just knew how Hollywood was going to react. I still get people on those videos saying, this guy was, Nostradamus. He could predict the future. He knew what was going to happen. Because I said they're going to pump it out so much they're going to dilute the product. That was before episode 7. That was before Rebels had come out. I was saying that. But because you automatically would have known that. You automatically could have seen the writing on the wall. Yes, I was the first one. But it was like, I remember when I spoiled episode 7 before it was even out. I said, before it was even being filmed, I said, by the way, when they announced it, Harrison Ford was starting back on, I said, spoiler alert, he's going to die. And the reason they got him in is because he wants to make another Indiana Jones. And that was true too. Called it. I even called how episode 9 would end. I even called it when episode 7 came out. I said, here's how it ends. I love it. But it's not that hard. You could have guessed it. Let's see. And it was excellent. Okay, well, I'm not. One of my good friends was here last week, and he was telling I'm going to watch Andor. But I think after talking to me he was trying to hit the conversation. He knew there was no way I was watching Andor, so he just told me it's good. It's good. I think you'd like it. I'm glad people like it. Remember, I have no problem if you like Andor. We're going to talk about that because Meg's watching Andor. We're going to get her opinion on it, and Isaac's, because Isaac loves Andor. He emailed me and said you should watch Andor, but I'm just not. Okay. And again, it just because I'm not interested in the new EU. I'm super happy if people like it. I have no problem with that. But that's good. But to be honest, there's a lot of people who've said, "Hey, I really liked Andor." Good for you. It's very expensive. Those Legos are very expensive. Yeah. Wow. Yes. Yeah. The 2-in-1. I got that year. Michael, Bruce and I gave it to each other on Christmas one year. We wrapped it up and gave it to each other, opened it up and laughed because we bought 2 copies, one for me and one for Bruce. And Bruce bought one for himself and one for me. I gave my extra copy to a friend of mine, Zach. I just bought the books for reading. That's all I did. I've never played one. Now, I want to be part of Brian's RPG at Legends Con. However, if there's a lot of us, like right now with a few people, we could probably do it. But if there's going to be more, which I feel there would be, I will probably be running other games. But I've never I did do an RPG with Brian Borg when I was working in Phoenix. And his RPG group let me in middle of their campaign, which was very nice, as a guest star. And I really hit it off with them. They're really awesome people. I miss that group too. I had a lot of fun. I'm very thankful because I know when you've had this campaign, it's just you. Why is this outsider here? You know, I'm sure that's what they thought at first. After I was rolling in with it, and I truly just I should touch with analysis. They were around when you started. I've never heard of them. That's weird. How have I never heard of them? Fan analyst. Okay. Oh, I'd love to see you. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that it's not exactly EU, but okay. So after I did think about this, Tyler, my friend Mikey from Saturday Morning Soundflange has he has his own movie theater inside his house, like big screen surround sound. He's getting rid of it because he's getting married, and that room has to be taken down. So mid-July. So the goal is to watch the original trilogy there. And I haven't watched the original trilogy in years. So, but I think what I'd rather do, I don't know. Maybe I should continue rewatch and watch the 6 films. I was thinking wait till after I'm done with all the video game stuff, but that's like 2 years away, right? Maybe so. Maybe so. Good point. You're in chapter 16, the Cestus Deception. I liked Revan, but a lot of people who played the game did not. That's funny. Could have been better for Sassy. I recommend Legacy. Yeah. MedStar Duology, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, both of them are excellent. Yeah. What other stuff is going on? Nothing much. Like I said, one more podcast with Heath, and Wes comes on, Prince of the Universe. So I don't know. Maybe you can send me responses. Where should I go? My brother's birthday is coming up. He's an Alabama fan. I want to alter a picture of him in Auburn gear, but also they have this. I've seen the YouTube videos, the AI image to video. I'd love to also get him cheering. Okay. I'd also love to do that, but I don't know where to go for that. Maybe I should just look it up. I did look it up for a little while, but it's like everything wants you to pay, which it may just be a paid service, but just to pay for one image, I won't. So if anyone has a good idea, let me know. But yeah, I just thought that'd be funny because someone showed me a picture and I was like, dude, I don't know where you went. He kept telling me and it keeps sending me to something else. I don't think I'm going to the right spot. And but he sent me a picture and I thought it was real. I was like, where did you find pajamas that were that big? No, he put one of our friends in dinosaur pajamas that a kid wears, the long sleeve pajamas and everything with the little dinosaurs all over the place. And he's like eating cereal, laughing, and in the background, Teletubbies is playing. I was like, what the heck is he doing? I thought it was a real picture. He goes, no, man, you can do that. And I was like, oh, really? So, yeah. But I just thought my brother, well, my brother's not going to watch this, but what I want to do is I want to have, there's a pitching party town. That and he comes to drop his son off. He thinks his son's one of his birthdays. It turns out to be his birthday party, and the birthday boy, I need to call and say we for an adult. And you basically tell them, all of us have kids, and that would be fun to go to his birthday. It's his birthday. Like we give him a superhero cake. Everything's kitty. And we all wear hats and everything. And then the kids can play at the little adventure park or whatever, or adventure center. And he has a super soft birthday. I love that idea. But I also like to do those little pictures and image and picture videos. But either way, that was the idea of thinking it. Okay. And the darkness. Oh, awesome. Man, I don't understand. StreamYard. Killing me, StreamYard. But anyway, that's it. That's all. My birthday's almost up. According to this, 5 minutes for birthday. It's been a fun birthday. This has been a fun part. The first half of it was good, and I had to work, screaming kids, screaming more kids, fighting kids, and then do this. Doing more civilized age next Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Special guest I Talk Studios. Really great baseball channel. If you love baseball, he's really funny. I will see you guys later.